Hello everyone, welcome back to our pivot table and charting essentials in Excel. In the previous video, we took a close look at how to prepare our data for pivot tables. Now that our data is clean and ready, it's time to create our first pivot table. Excel provides a couple of ways to create pivot tables. One quick method is to use the recommended pivot tables feature. Excel analyzes the data and suggests some pivot table layouts that it thinks might be useful. This is a great way to get a quick start and see some initial summaries of the data. Let me show you how it works. First, select any cell in your data set. Then go to the Insert tab on the ribbon and click on Recommended Pivot Tables under the Tables group. Excel, as it has just done, displays a dialog box with several suggestions. You can click on any of these recommendations to preview how your pivot table would look. In this case, Excel is suggesting a table that shows the sum of sales amounts for each region. If you like this suggestion, you can simply click on OK to create the pivot table. While the recommended pivot tables is a fast way to get started, you will often want to create a pivot table manually to have more control over the layout and the data that is displayed. So let's walk through that process as well. Let's go back to our data. Our cell is highlighted again. You go to the Insert ribbon and you click on Pivot Table again under the Tables group. Here, you can choose where you want to place your pivot table, either on a new worksheet or on an existing one. For now, let's choose the new worksheet and click OK. Excel has now created a blank pivot table and displays the PivotTable Fields pane on the right-hand side. This pane is the key to controlling what data appears in the pivot table. It lists all the column headers from your data source, which we call fields. You can use these fields to build your pivot table by dragging them into 4 different areas: filters, columns, rows, or values. Let's start by dragging the region field into the rows area. As you can see, Excel now displays a list of the unique regions in our data set. Next, let's drag the sales amount field to the values area. By default, Excel sums up the values in this field. So we now see the total sales amount for each region. It's that easy. You can easily change what data is shown in your pivot table by dragging different fields to different areas. For example, if you want to see the sales amount by category instead of region, you can simply drag the category field to the rows area and remove the region field by clicking on that arrow. Now the region field is gone. Now, it's not just limited to sum. It's not just limited to calculating sums. Excel can summarize your data in various ways. If you want to find the average sales amount for each region, you can click on this arrow next to the sum of sales amounts in the values area. Then you select the value field settings and then you choose average from the list of options. Okay. Now we see our data by category using the average of sales for the period. You can also use the column area here to break down the data further. For example, if we drag the category field to the column area, we can create a cross tabulation that shows the sales amount for each region and the category combination. So here we can see the sales across categories. Here we have two categories, electronics and furniture, across the four regions based on average of sales for the period. Okay. As you can see, the pivot table field panes give you a lot of flexibility in how you want to view your data. You can experiment with dragging different fields to different areas to get different perspectives and insights. In this lesson, we have covered two ways to create pivot tables: using the recommended pivot tables feature for a quick start and creating pivot tables manually for more control. We have also introduced the all-important pivot table fields pane, which is where you control what data appears in your pivot table and how it is summarized. Remember, the key to mastering pivot tables is to experiment and play around with different field combinations. Do not be afraid to drag fields to different areas and see what happens. That is the best way to learn how pivot tables work and how they can help you analyze your data. In the next video, we will dive deeper into the pivot table fields pane and explore the different options and settings that allow you to manipulate your pivot table and extract even more valuable information from your data. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel for more Excel tutorials. See you in the next video.